Arriving at the fruit stand, a girl arrives pushing everyone in the queue and ordering them to leave. The seller, who is with her son, says, "Good afternoon, Marcia. Can I help you with something?" She shouts, "How can you help me with this rotten fruit stand in front of my house? I'm going to call the police for you, or you leave here, or I break everything here." The boy, who is sad, says, "We are working to buy medicine for my mother who is sick." But Marcia is not moved at all, and says she doesn't care about his problems, and that the only thing she wants is for him to get those things out of there as soon as possible. Not even the customers in the queue could believe how inhumane Marcia was being, and so the boy's father asks her to calm down. "If the fruits are the problem, we'll take her out of here," he says. That when asked by the boy about how they will buy the medicines, he responds by saying that they will find a way to sell the fruit somewhere else. Marcia, who is still there, says, "That's right. I like it when you obey me. And before you go, I have a surprise for you." She throws all the oranges on the floor, saying that this is what they deserve, and that as soon as she returns, she doesn't want to see any more of those things in front of her house. When she leaves, the seller apologizes to the customers for the situation they have just witnessed and asks her son to deliver the bag with the order of one of the customers, who takes a 100 reis bill from his mouth and hands it to the boy. The father asks why he keeps the money in his mouth, and he says it's just to be safe and walks away. At that time, the boy sees that it is a fake note and realizes that his father had already seen it, so he asks, "Dad, the money is fake. Why did you accept it?" The father replies that probably that customer did not know about this, but that God will pay double and everything will be fine. The boy, very worried about his mother, remembers that this money is very important to buy the medicine, but the father replied saying, "As I always say to my son, God will always help us. Now do me a favor? Can you get that boy over there, please?" The boy, obeying his father's request, turns around and asks the customer, "What do you want?" "The fruits are very sweet today, very good, you can choose." The boy asks how much the pineapple is, and the boy says there are 15, but if he buys more there is a discount. And then the customer, who was already listening to the conversation between the boy and his father, he says, "Let's do it like this, kid. Show me all the fruits you have here, so you can buy your mother's medicine." The boy is very happy with the guy's attitude and thanks him. "Boy, this will help a lot. We'll be able to buy my mother's medicine and a very tasty pizza." The father also thanks, saying that that money will help a lot. The customer just asks them to help carry things in the car, and they start putting all the fruit in the trunk of the car. After everything is saved, the customer hands a large amount of money to the seller, who says that that money is too much for what he is taking, but the boy says that this is to help them. The boy is impressed with the amount of money and very happy that now they can buy all the medicines. The father thanks him once again for the young man's kindness, and the two return to pick up the stall and leave. Alone, the guy who just bought everything thinks about making another surprise for them, so he gets in his car and starts following the two. After a few streets, he stops the car a little ahead of the two, who, for not having identified the car, are a little scared. The father asks the boy to stay close to him and calms him down, saying that nothing will happen. The boy gets out of the car and the seller asks, "Hey man, is everything okay with the fruits? Did you have any problem?" The boy responds by saying that everything is fine with the fruits, and that it was just a coincidence that they met there, because he was going home, and asks, "Did everything go well with the medicines?" The boy says yes, and that they have already bought all the medicines his mother needs, and there is still a little money left. "Thanks, young man. God has put you in our path." The boy shows his happiness that everything has worked out and asks if they want a ride. The father says that they are already close to home, but that if it is not too much trouble he will accept. "Boy, don't bother us at all, I'm here all day. Come, you can come in," says the young man, while they put away the table and get in the car. Soon they arrive at the house, and the boy goes to help the boy's father to guard the table, who thanks him and invites him in. He accepts and asks if he can give him a glass of water. The boy's father says he would never refuse a friend a glass of water who helped him so much by buying all those fruits, and even gave him and his son a ride, after which they take the table and go inside. The boy's father enters the house, goes to his wife who is lying down and tells him that he has arrived. She sits down with difficulty because she is sick and asks, "How was your day? Did you manage to sell all the fruits?" He kneels down to get closer to her and replies, "Yes, my love, we managed to sell everything." And at that time the guy who bought it comes in asking for permission, and the girl, a little desperate thinking that he is the owner of the house, says, "Calm down, young man, let's pay for the rent, we will work hard and God will bless that we will be able to pay you." Her husband then asks her to stay calm, because they will pay the rent and that guy is not the owner of the house, but the customer who bought all the fruits. She calms down and thanks him. The boy arrives with a glass of water and hands it to the boy, while the father continues to explain to the woman how good that man was in buying everything so that they could buy the medicine they needed. She, thanking the boy, says, "You don't know how much this helps me here." The boy responds saying it was nothing and praises her father and son, who are very hardworking, and expresses how special the boy is. She replies that she was very blessed and is very proud of him. Finally, the boy wishes that everything works out for them and says goodbye to leave. As soon as he gets in the car, he begins to reflect, sometimes life is so hard for some people, and God has blessed me so much financially that I need to help more this family that is in great need. I had an idea, the fruits. I'm going to take a pineapple for them. With a surprise, he gets out of the car and goes to the boy's father, who finds it strange that he came with the pineapple and asks why. The boy says, "I just wanted to leave it for you to eat or make some juice." The father is happy and accepts it. Going into the house, he goes to show it to his wife and says, "Wow, love that boy came back and left this pineapple for us. I saw that it was wrapped with this tape and I thought it was strange, but I accepted it." Anyway, the woman replies that it's really weird and asks him to remove the tape. When he removes the tape, the pineapple opens in half and to their surprise there was a bag full of money inside. "Love, this money is enough to pay for my entire treatment, and look, there's even a letter," says the woman, taking the letter that was written. "Congratulations for being that humble person. I saw what you went through when that guy gave you a fake note. Congratulations on your attitude. Only a good-hearted person would do that. I left money for your wife's treatment. I hope she gets better. I want you to come work with me. Come to this address tomorrow and I'll be waiting for you. Good luck." Very happy with the money and the job opportunity, they hug each other emotionally and thank God.